I'd like to call the meeting to order, 6 p.m. Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Take a roll call.
Raul Perez,
Present.
Chris Haynes,
Present.
Juan Mulano, Albert Lori,
Present.
Alan Jackson, Rick Solis, Alma Odeo,
Present.
Ricardo Villarreal.
We have a quorum.
Yes.
Good.
Are we all voting or am I promoting?
We're all-
Next, we'll do the approval of the minutes of May 14, 2025.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes.
Yes, they're all there, but we didn't post them to the we didn't post it to the website,
Agenda.
to the agenda.
So do we postpone approval of those minutes since we don't have them to review?
Yes.
Okay.
No, wait, no, but this is the minutes one,
Click on it, we'll look at it.
No,
That's April 3rd, that's April.
Yeah, that's the previous meeting.
We're looking for the May 14th.
May 14th, they were done, but they weren't posted.
But what do you mean it's not posted?
Hello, how are
We didn't approve it.
They weren't sent out in the packet, or
Yeah.
what do you mean?
No, we didn't, like, I made it, but nobody approved them, like, nobody's,
Review them?
Yeah, review.
Oh, review them, okay.
For this meeting, I move that we postpone the reading of the minutes of May 14th.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay? Motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. Okay. Our agenda here says we go to public comments, but do we do it per property we review, or do we open up for public comments right now?
I think that's a good idea, per property.
Per property?
Yes.
Okay,
Just for the record, Mr. Rick Solis, is present.
very well. We're gonna then change the way we go, item 4 of the public comments, we'll address it per property. So going to item 5, communication announcement by a staff report.
Yes. This is our staff report. We were able to demolish these 3 properties mentioned above. 3620 McDonald's, 302 West Travis, and 808 Grant. And we were able to put a tax lien at the City of Robledo tax office. And we also have 3 demolition orders that we need the chairman to sign. I know the chairman is not present today, so I don't know.
I made arrangement with
Oh.
Mr. Jackson already.
Okay, so Mr. Jackson will be signing this 3 demolition orders soon. And we're gonna, once he signs, we'll open the bids for the contractors to do the demolition. And also, the staff report is, I'm sorry, that's the next item.
All right. So those 3 that are highlighted in yellow, 505 Espino Drive, 2220 West Ana, 805 Gonzalez, they're gonna be put out for bids to get a demolition, or did they get knocked down?
No, those are gonna be put up for bids.
Okay.
The ones that were demolished already, it's the first 3. And,
Okay, I got you, all right.
But 505 Espino and Ana
All right.
and Gonzalez, they'll be next. We'll
Okay.
probably put them out for bids at the end of this month.
Very well. So then we file the lien for the cost of the demolition on those top 3. Okay.
That's the staff report.
Very good. Go on now to item 6. Discussion of items or update on 1703 grant.
The update for 1703 Grand, as you can see on the image above, this is the before and this is the after.
Okay.
early this year, the you board members gave us a demolition order to demolish the structure, this house, but the owner, he was able to get the demolition permit, and he's demolishing the house, slowly. His permit does expire in October, but as you can see, the before and after, he already, demolished, this part of the building. This part of the building has already been demolished. So this is just an update to let you know that, he's working on it.
And what else is left to be demolished?
Basically the other half.
Okay.
This area right here.
So technically, just so that I understand properly, you have until your permit ends to demolish it at your timetable,
Yes, that's correct.
and in pieces or in parts or in sections,
As long
okay?
as he does meet that expiration date, if not, technically, we could
Right.
proceed with the demolition order that you guys gave us, but it's.
But this is a good sign, he's moving in
Yeah.
the right direction.
Good.
Okay.
And the next one is 1620 Iturbide.
1620 Iturbide, the board members gave, 60 days to the property owners to the plan of action, right, Leo, or was
Yeah.
it 60 days?
Mm-hmm.
And they, their plan of action was pretty much, board the doors and windows of this property. But the only problem is that the garage is still not secured.
If I recall correctly, this is the one that they needed to secure the perimeter as well. right?
Yes.
Have they done that?
No.
Cause they had, I
No.
don't recall exactly how many days, but maybe you can go back to the minutes.
60
I think
days.
they had a shorter amount of time to secure
Yes.
the building, and then 60 days because they were in process of selling the
Selling.
property, right?
Yes, you're
Mhm.
correct. But they, I guess partially complied because they only secured the building, but not the garage and not, this is like a
Oh, well.
a well, it's still
Mhm.
unsecured. And you can see there's a lot of, lighters there yet. So their 60 days will be over,
Till next meeting.
and then we're gonna
In
bring it
5
back to
days.
this meeting. Yeah, we're gonna bring this case to the next meeting. But we're letting you know that, they have not complied with,
Have they not
securing.
gone through the sale?
Did they provide you with any of those sales
No,
documents?
they have not provided, information to us. But, let's see in the next meeting, what they have to present to the board. But this is what they've done so far, just board the windows and doors of the main building.
Mhm.
But I think we're very clear on securing the permit.
Yeah, it's not fenced, it's open, as you can see, the fence is.
Well, it's obvious that there's like activity there with lighters or whatever those things are, there's probably drugs
Yeah.
going, happening, there's an open well.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do meantime, the city, we gotta wait till this owner does some?
Well, the city has an option, the building official has an option to declare this in, what's it called, the word, I think it's eminent danger, something like that.
Yeah,
And the building official could do a demolition order, an emergency demolition order. That's the only option we have. But that would depend on the building official.
Have you reached out to the attorney that is present for this?
Yes, the only information they required or they asked was the contractors that we use for demolition.
Oh yeah, they were asking for contractors, a list of contractors.
Yeah, but have you all reached out because they haven't complied with what was
Yes.
ordered?
the securing of the property is not.
And what was their response?
They still have time.
They don't.
They still
They're out
have
of
time.
it.
They
That's
will have
the
got,
only thing. Yeah.
5 days.
5
Yeah,
days.
you're right.
5 days technically, but if we said that to secure.
But we gave
it-
them a shorter time frame,
For the
right?
I thought
security.
we did, I
For
thought
the
we had told them
perimeter.
we needed to secure the
I-
property, like the fencing.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
but she was under the impression that she had 60 days total, like, for everything, to sell the property to, so,
What's not being sold?
and then I also, she's also, postponing the court date for municipal court. I've been summoned to municipal court, but they keep
Well,
postponing the,
regardless, I guess bring it to the next meeting and
yeah,
we'll do what we need to do.
alright.
Yeah,
And
we'll
in our vote for the prior meeting, when we said they have a shorter time for the fence and then 60 days, if they don't comply, what was our order? Wait
So we tell you bring it
wait till the
back
next
and
meeting,
tell
or
you to proceed.
if there was not, if
Bring
they
it
didn't
back.
fulfill it, do anything, or we have to just wait?
We had to bring it back to the,
Okay.
Well, we're just gonna bring it back.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, so that then wraps up staff reports, is that correct?
Yes. We can move to the next.
Okay, now we move on to item 7, actions. Public hearing and discussion, possible action regarding the demolition of structures identified as substandard and dangerous buildings. Staff declares all properties as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance, 2013-0125, Article 1, Section 24-1.4, Chapter 16, Section 16.5521, 16.5522, 16.5523A, 16.5523B, 16.5523-2HI, 16.55232R, and 16.5232U. First item is consideration of possible action on the property of Trana Corp., whose legal description is replat lot 623B, Eastern Division 9364, East 9,364 square feet of Block 35 Delmar Hills, Section 3, Area A, commonly known as 717B Lindenwood Drive. Staff recommends demolition of the entire structure, B part only. Do we have public comment for that?
We do have public comments. Before the public comments, I just wanna make some comments. We gave the owner, the board members gave the owner 60 days to acquire the permits, to repair the structure. They were not able to comply with the 60 days, so that's why we brought this case today to the board. We're trying to look for a demolition order. But I do know that the owner is present, a contractor is present, and the architect is present, and they would like to make comments.
Okay, and public comments are limited to what, how many minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
So, who wants to comment first?
Do we open
¿Usted
it
quiere
up
hablar
then?
primero o-
Do we have to
Oh,
make a
sorry, yeah,
motion?
motion.
Make a motion to open it up for public
I'll make a
comments?
motion to open up public comments.
Motion carries, all those in favor? Aye. None opposed.
So, ¿quién va a hablar
Do you wanna
del
do-
tema?
Do you want to do 1 minute and then I?
No, it is 3 minutes each.
Oh, 3 minutes each.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
fine.
Yo soy el dueño, él es mi contratista, pero si podemos hablar en español para que le entienda mejor.
Bien.
Él ha venido cada semana, yo he ido con él personalmente, pero Miss Miriam Villarreal nos dice, danos más tiempo, ¿no? De los 2 permisos, uno ya no lo ha sido aprobado, él trae el permiso. El segundo dijo, no me esté poniendo tanta presión y dile a Edgar que él puede venir a checar con él. Entonces, él ha venido cada semana, hasta esta semana también fuimos con ella y dijo, no, voy a necesitar más tiempo. Le dijimos, ¿cuánto tiempo? Porque tenemos esto desde abril pidiéndolo. Y nos dijo, mira, estoy yo sola y son 3 personas en el trabajo que estoy haciendo yo sola. Y pidió, dijo, yo les aviso para cuando se lo tenga. Es más, el primero que nos lo dio, dijo, le estoy haciendo el favor por lo menos para que tengan un permiso. Y aquí tengo mi contratista para que puedan preguntarle. Él ha venido cada semana a hablar conmigo. Le dejo que hablen si tienen alguna pregunta con él.
No. Cuando viene con Miriam, ¿haga cita con ella o nomás llegas?
Nomás vengo nomás a preguntar.
Y ella te pide que hagas una cita con ella para que te puede atender bien.
Pues ahí mismo ellos hacen como le hablan para que venga y viene. Me dice que pues todavía no está en proceso.
Pero entregaste formas pidiendo
Sí,
los permisos.
sí.
¿Qué permisos
Sí.
pediste?
Ahorita me dio el del techo, para arreglar el techo,
Ajá.
y luego lo de adentro, lo que es el...
¿Esos 2 tienes?
Nomás uno ahorita, un permiso tengo nomás.
No, pero pediste esos 2.
2.
They asked for 2 permits. They already have one, which is the roof. Pero the main permit that we're asking is this one. But it's still under under review.
Oh, the remodeling residential?
Yeah, it still hasn't been issued. The status doesn't say issued, so. it
But they've
means-
done their part in requesting it?
Yes.
I guess yes. I guess we could.
Mhm.
We can. They've done their part.
It's on the city now to
Now the
process.
city has to issue the permit, or review the application, and if everything is correct, issue the permit.
In the meantime, is the structure secured in your guys' estimation?
No. No, it's not.
How so?
It's still like falling apart. They removed the roof. They started the work without a permit. They removed the roof, and it's more like a lot more dangerous now than it was before. They removed the canopy, but they still left off. And then they picked up a new violation with code enforcement for the high winds.
For what?
For the high winds.
For the what?
High winds.
Que no hemos cortado la yarda.
Oh, the yard, no, the mowing?
Sí, tenemos la yarda un poco
Oh,
alta.
in the backyard, okay.
Pero es que el problema es que tenemos la otra señora, Raquel Ortiz, está peleando, nos dice, no, yo tengo posesión, pero no vienen con ustedes. Entonces él ha agarrado la posesión. Entonces tenemos la otra señora que nos anda peleando. Entonces él
Yeah, can I interrupt for a minute?
Go ahead.
I just wanna explain, and I'm gonna translate for him, también te voy a explicar a ti, is that when I was contacted by Mr. Rajani of the Kana Corporation, we used to be next door neighbors over at JSJ, when I was living at my mom's house, and JSJ Estates on St. Julian, and we were next door neighbors, so that's how I know Mr. Shani. And okay, so my mom, rest her soul, she was a real estate agent, I'm an architect, and I know a lot about residential, even though my forte is school buildings. So I've been, just a little background, I've been a licensed architect since 1999. I did my degrees in Texas A&M and UT San Antonio, master's degree in historic preservation. So anyway, I am a member, just like Rick Solis, of the AIA and also the subchapter of the LRGB, as well as have been a continuously licensed architect since 1999. And I grew up in Laredo, grew up in the Heights. I know JSJ, and I know the Del Mar area. However, this neighborhood I was not familiar with. I did go there in person with both of them, and did a full tour of the whole place, took a lot of pictures as well. It looks a little bit better than those pictures when they were taken. So I went in May. He tried to bring me up to speed with everything that had happened beforehand. Estoy explicando toda la historia, cómo él me llamó a mí para tener mi opinión de esta estructura. Okay, so he's saying, this is what the city is asking. There had been previous people involved with, who worked with Mr. Shani, and basically they quit because they were unable to do things in the correct way, in a timely manner, and so they just quit on him and just abandoned the project. So I tried to pick up where they left off, but there was a lot of catch-up work to do as far as what needed to be done. I was not familiar with what plan of action means, but I tried to sort through it and give the city a diagram. Really, it's not really a construction set of documents. It's really just a diagram and a plan of action to do it in phases, even though it's a tiny project, to do it in phases as far as, continue to clean up. It doesn't look like that anymore, so it has been cleaned up, and the yard doesn't look like that either. It has been trimmed at least a couple of times. So in the back and in the front, it was like, there was no grass. I didn't see any grass there, just dirt.
That looks like a time dated July 7th, 2 days ago.
Oh, okay, maybe the recent rains had caused that, I don't know. I haven't been back there since May.
All right.
So, but anyway, the structure as it is, there's a giant piece of roof missing. Yes, it's like open to the air above. Mr. Shani is very frugal, a very frugal-minded person, and he likes to, reuse elements that can be reused. So it's like recycling, or, using some of the existing lumber that's there to fortify the exterior components. Obviously, there's damage to just about every part of what's there except for the back two-story. And I don't know, or I haven't been told when that structure was added or begun, or if it had been there when he purchased it. I don't know the whole story. But, it's definitely not to code right now. It needs to be brought up to code. It needs to be rebuilt. It needs a lot of work, outside and inside.
In your opinion, is it structurally sound? The bones
Right
are good
now-
or no?
Right now, no,
Okay.
but I don't think, since I walked it and without a hard hat, I should have taken a hard hat, but it wasn't to where things were falling or unstable. It's staying the way it is until they start fixing it. They're gonna reuse some of the materials, that are still in good condition, some of the lumber. But, as far as, securing it, they would have to put like a temporary fence so that nobody walks in there.
Okay.
That's my suggestion to Mr. Shawnee and the contractor. And, Mr. Shawnee has had some, financial hardships, some personal setbacks,
Okay.
some problems with his employees and things. So he's going through a transition phase, personally and financially. However, he has every intention, and I've talked to him for quite a while, and he has communicated to me, he has every intention to fix up the property, to bring it up to the current city codes, the 2021 residential codes, and, do whatever it takes, to get it up to,
All right.
Are you currently contracted with him?
verbally, yes, I don't have a signed contract.
And
I
is the
just-
gentleman the signed contract to do this?
Yes,
¿Usted tiene
yo-
contrato con el señor para hacer los reparos de la casa?
Sí.
Sí.
Escrito,
Sí.
pactado.
Y aparte
Ok.
dice que en 2 o 3 días puede cortar el zacate.
Okay.
But
Okay,
I have
okay.
a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, have you submitted plans to the city?
No, I only submitted a plan of action, which was a diagram on a 24 by 36, printout, that basically showed the existing conditions and which areas were the most affected, and, kind of a phased area of, cleanup, re-roof, but
it had,
stabilize.
they did have like a scope of work on
It had, a description that was like a scope of work, yes. Again, I'm not familiar with this plan of action and what, how detailed it needs to be, so I did a basic thing and just was waiting on feedback from Mr. Orozco. I understand there are two different departments that need to communicate with each other, and one is the permitting department, the other one is obviously this group that is, concerned with demolishing unstable structures.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Any other comments?
Nayano, ¿entendió todo lo que?
En algunas cosas.
Okay.
All right. I
¿Le
move we close the
podemos
public
responder?
hearing.
¿Le podemos responder una cosa más? Ok, yo y él hemos estado proactivos cada semana yendo, y Miss Miriam Villarreal dijo, todos los planos que necesito me los han dado, pero denos más tiempo, le puede preguntar a él. Él ha estado con los planos, le pidió un presupuesto, ¿verdad que usted le dio un presupuesto? Después le pidió un presupuesto de mano de obra, también se lo dio, también le dio un presupuesto de material, también se lo dio, y dijo, ahora dame tiempo, porque ustedes vienen cada semana. Le dijimos, es que Mr. Orozco nos va a preguntar delante del comité. Dijo, dígale a Mr. Orozco que yo necesito tiempo. Es todo lo que nos dijo.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
So move. All those in favor of closing public hearing? Aye. Motion carries.
Miriam Villarreal, she's the residential plans examiner. She's the one reviewing the plans.
All right.
So just for the record, just a supervisor, yes.
Right, I guess my comment would be that if they've submitted something to the city, then we need to go through that process first before we can really move forward
Yeah,
with this process.
do you all talk to the people in planning and building department or
Sí,
planning, permitting?
we do talk, yeah, she hasn't had the time to review that application yet, but she'll get to the application soon.
I think it's kind of crucial for us to get on the same page with the departments that issue out the permitting, because when these meetings are coming up and the people that we're bringing to demolish their property have done their part, I think somebody needs to get in a meeting and kind of just, hey, these are the lists that we have coming up next month, can you take a look
Can
if they
you
have
put those
anybody, can you
higher on the list?
prioritize those to some extent?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We could
That's
provide,
right.
Yeah.
provide them with a list.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea that we can discuss with
Yeah,
them.
this is fine.
Because that way we
Just
know
so that we're
we
in
can
cohesion.
decide, right.
Okay.
We're cohesive rather
I
with
forgot
each
to
other.
present the board members, Mr. Rudy, he's the assistant director,
Of what?
for the building department, for the building division.
Okay.
So that's something that that's a good idea that we could discuss, yes, definitely.
So then I move to table the item
So I'll second that.
and bring it back to the next meeting to see where we're at with the.
And provide a status update for the next meeting.
I have a question also for staff. Do you think that is a nuisance or a menace to a health hazard for, is it near a school that's actively open and the kids can get in there and get injured, or should it be fenced in, or we can wait till next meeting to see what they can get accomplished in permitting?
May I speak?
Sure.
Okay, well, for the record,
Yes,
as
sir.
Mr. Orozco said, my name is Rodolfo Ruiz Santillan. I am the newly appointed Assistant Director for the Building Division under Planning and Zoning. So, I mean, I guess my suggestion or recommendation, like you mentioned, would be to kind of secure the area. I guess provide a perimeter, enclose the area just, for the safety of the public and the safety of anybody around the area. I don't know, you mentioned that there's a campus or there's a
Yes,
school?
I think it's close to United.
Trotman Middle.
Trotman Middle? Okay, so I guess just to avoid any incidents, any accidents, I mean, I think that would be a recommendation. If they can, do that now, prior to next meeting, I, in my opinion, I think that'd be a good thing.
I guess just to be clear, to secure the structure, not necessarily put up a fence, right?
Well, I guess to provide is there an existing perimeter fence, like a property fence right now?
There's a fence in the back and the side, but not on the front. So
And
the
is
front
there
is
access
quite a.
to the building from the front outside of the roof?
Yes.
Well, yeah, somebody can walk in.
So that, I guess that's my suggestion, to kind of
To
close
secure
it
it.
off, to secure the area, not just the structure, but the whole area.
Okay, so then I'll amend my motion to table the demolition order for the next meeting, but in the meantime, secure the property, board it up or fence it up, whatever it is you need to do, so there's no access inside the property.
Yeah, close it off.
Can we get that in this order, and how long do they have to put that fence?
When is the next meeting, September?
The next meeting is September. So if you would like to give them a certain time to comply with the fencing, that would be great. That we can-
15 days?
Yeah, 15 days, 15 days para ponerla cerca.
Una cerca temporánea para
And it can be a
bloquear que no
construction
vayan a
fence.
entrar.
No, al hombre de boas,
Yeah, construction
not
fence,
barbed
como
wire.
las que usan
Una
para-
cerca para asegurar la propiedad.
Okay. Then your motion?
The motion and-
I'll second your motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Second item, consideration of possible action on the property of Fernando Salinas Trust. Legal description is lots 1, 2, 3, block 139, Western Division, commonly known as 1420 Matamoros Street. Staff recommends boarding, locking, securing of the entire structure. Do we have somebody here for public comment?
Yes, we brought this case back to the meeting, because last meeting, the board members, you gave us an order to board every single window of the building. But we do know that there's, new owners, so we brought the new owners to this meeting. And of course, I believe that you wanna discuss they already done some work to the building actually.
So this is the public comment, so then I make a motion to open the meeting for public comment on 1420 Matamoros Street.
Second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Proceed, introduce yourself and proceed, please.
Yes, sir. For the record, I'm Guadalupe Castillo.
Mhm.
I'm an attorney with Zaffarini and Castillo Law Firm. And we represent the Fernando A. Salinas Trust, which is a non-profit trust organization. And the co-trustees are David Garcia, he's an attorney, and Carlos Safrini Senior. They came on board December 28, 2022, after Mr. Javier Santos, who had purchased this property when he was the sole trustee, had to leave his post and the successors had come in. We are revising or looking over all the properties that need to be checked. The trust has several properties. This one is one of them. Mr. Garcia was given a notice or citation regarding this building.
It was just a notice.
A notice.
Citation.
Yeah, notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was served individually, but he is a co-trustee, just for the record. He is co-trustee with Mr. Sabarini. Upon receiving that notice, we took immediate action. We have boarded it up, the fence had been placed around the perimeter. Also, those stairs or the ladders that go up the stairs, yeah, they've been raised up so nobody can actually climb up and go in. As far as we know, since we took all these actions, nobody has gone nearby. I go by it's a couple of blocks from my office here, so I go by every morning, make sure everything's okay. End of the day, around 6 p.m., 6:30, we circle again, and then during the weekend, again, we make sure everything's fine. This building is behind your building, actually. And so we spent about $8,000 so far in trying to meet the requirements that the city had asked us to do. So the intent of the trust is to either sell the property and or donate it. Okay? So right now we have communicated with the city. In fact, I have communication with the city legal department, and we're trying to see if maybe the city might be interested in acquiring the property for whatever purpose the city might have. And adjacent to this property is another lot. It's the parking lot. That was also part of the Fernando Salinas estate property. And so we are also trying to see whatever deal is made with the city or anybody else, the lot goes to the city. Because it would make sense to keep it all together. But, so that's where we're at. I think we've complied.
We have also posted no trespassing signs, keep out private property. We have cleaned the interior courtyard, the back of the hotel, also cleaned out all that. We took out some heavy items that were inside the hotel and cleaned inside, and we are continuously maintaining that.
And for the record, Arabella Delgado, she's the administrative assistant, and so she's the one taking charge of working with the maintenance crews and service people, and working with the city also, and coordinating all the work that needs to be done. Also, when some, I guess, transient people were in there, they would sleep in front. And so by putting the fence, nobody has slept in there or made any attempt to get in. When we noticed people were there, every time we did call the police department, and we asked the police department to go into the whole hotel to make sure nobody was there. Before we boarded up, we also asked the police department, and there are records to indicate that they came in before the boarding up was made. They went through the whole hotel, nobody was there, given permission, and we boarded it up.
Are there two buildings, two structures?
It's a U shape.
A U shape.
It's a U shape, and there's 3 escape ladders. And so even
They're
though
all
you had a gate out there, people could still jump the gate. So we've already relocked that, we did deck locks on them. We couldn't,
Yeah, people were going through this ladder.
yeah, they were going, as you can see, it's all boarded up, all the way to the
There's a
top.
fire there. Is this the Bender Hotel?
Yes.
That is the Bender Hotel. And, there was questions as to welding the ladders together, but we didn't wanna weld them because of the fire situation. You know, that we figured, you know, a little spark like that, you know, what are we gonna do? Be welding ladders next to it, on top of the fact that it is part of a historical,
Okay.
so.
Thank you for your explanation. I just have a quick question for staff. Staff recommends boarding, locking, securing. That has been done, is my understanding.
We
They're in
had
compliance.
suggested originally boarding every single window, but, I believe what they did.
Keeps people out.
Yes.
Right.
That would, I guess, if for the board members, is this enough, or? should
In
we-
your professional opinion,
Yeah.
are they compliant with what you
Yes.
recommended?
Yeah,
They
because the ladder was a
compliant,
problem
and
as well.
actually, what I noticed that the homeless got mad and they did the graffiti right there in
Yeah.
the picture.
Right.
And I heard some comments that they wanted to break it and still keep, trying to use it as a living quarters.
Right.
But they did the.
But they're in compliance.
Yes, they're in compliance.
So I don't think we need to take action.
Not really, yeah, 'cause our action was to
And the
board
other
every single
part
window.
of last meeting was to make contact with the new trustee.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Yes.
I think for staff, if you can just, for me, I would like to see if maybe we can just get like the report from the Red Police Department to make sure that there's no break-ins or that they're not having calls from that property that's still a nuisance for neighbors.
We have 4 different police reports where we call them in to, if y'all wanna have the previous reports, then y'all can do your own research.
And
on
you're,
that.
and you're monitoring if somebody
Yeah.
breaks in the plywood or the doors or windows where you're gonna fix it, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think for us, it's more of in the future.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
that sometimes the Lena police officer will give us a report on
Correct.
what's happened, so I think
We've asked the city departments, also the officers here, to notify us if there's anything that needs to be done. For example, if they notice a board is being pulled out, we'll go fix it. We'll take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. Like I said, we're trying to dispose of the building one way or the other.
All right. Thank you.
Let me ask a question, does it fall under the historical?
No.
Yeah,
No?
no?
The building, it might be historic, but it's not in a historic district.
So it can be,
The building might be is it a historic landmark?
We'd have to look,
it's
we'd
over,
have to look.
it's over 50 years old.
Or
But it's not designated.
Yeah, it's not designated.
No,
We'd
but-
have to check if it's
What's that?
designated.
I'm over 50 years old, does that mean I'm
I
this?
just turned 50, so yes, we're both historic.
Thank you very much. I
Well,
move that we close the public hearing then.
Second.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a
All those in
motion to-
favor
yeah.
of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Motion
Thank you.
carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Then our suggestion then, I guess, is a motion, there's nothing really to be done since they're in compliance with what staff requires, correct?
Yes.
We just continue monitoring.
Yes.
All right.
maybe look it up on that historical. We don't have many.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Good luck getting rid of it.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
Take it over.
All right, the next item is a concerning possible action that Eduardo Rodriguez, legal description east half of block six, block 359, Western Division, commonly known as 1802 Water Street. Staff recommends boarding, locking, securing of the entire structure.
Did you make contact with the owners of the
We
property?
make contact with the owner, but the owner is in La Retama.
Okay, he's probably
And-
non-compass.
Yeah, so, the daughter was seeking help with
Excuse me.
just,
Yes.
we're just asking to lock that door.
Yeah.
That's it, to secure that door.
All right.
On the south side of it, or?
Yeah, it's facing the
South.
hotel.
So what happens if they don't?
Like, what's the like, I know there's danger in people getting in them, in
Yeah,
it, but is
actually-
that happening?
Actually, the border patrol was the one that made the complaint also that.
Sure.
They're, you know,
Gotcha.
people getting inside, changing clothes.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's
near-
out big time.
It's near the.
It's
Water
right next to
spray.
the outlets, right?
Yeah,
It's really close to the outlets, so, yeah, I think.
that's the only door that it's open. The other ones have burglar bars all over, but that's the only door that was broken into.
But is this the kind of thing where?
Now, I'm sorry, our staff is, our recommendation is, to secure the entire structure, but you as board members, you can recommend you can vote for something else,
Okay,
just to let you know.
So
what
I
do
was-
y'all think?
I was just gonna say,
Well, staff recommends,
you know, if we recommend to agree and say, yes, just board it, lock it up, so that no one can access it. My question is, what if the owner does not comply? It says, I'm just.
Who enforces this?
Like, what's the next step at that point?
So-
Can we board it up ourselves and put a lien on for boarding?
Yes.
Yes.
Then-
If you give us a boarding order, we'll do the work, or a demolition
Your
order.
concern is because he's,
Yes.
right, his situation,
Right, so then.
right.
And the power meter's been cooled, there's no power to the house, no water.
No power.
How they got a meter
Yeah.
is, it's a whole other issue.
so staff recommends,
We're recommending,
Boarding.
a boarding order. But if you wanna recommend a demolition or something else, it's your choice.
I think it's a simple enough thing for the owner to do, or the daughter, you said you had contacts with her, so.
Yes.
I would motion to, board, lock and secure the entire structure in a 30-day period, and if not, authorize staff to board and secure the property.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, second the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Very good, and that's something, that finishes all the items in the agenda. Anything else, guys?
So the next meeting's in September?
September.
Okay.
So I make a motion to adjourn?
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.